Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. For those who will be seated, please feel free to come on up to be seated. Just want to thank you again for joining us this morning for this year's Veterans Day ceremony. Please stand if you are able to receive the presentation of colors by the Prince William County Joint Honor Guard and the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Order. Right. Wait. Forward. Look.
Thank you very much. Please feel free to be seated. Thank you again for being here this morning. I want to take time starting out just to recognize those elected officials, appointed officials who are here with us this morning. If you will hold your applause with us, obviously Chair Ann Wheeler is here. Supervisor Victor Angry is here with us and on the program. Supervisor Andrea Bailey. Sheriff Glenn Hill is with us. Sheriff, there we go. And our county attorney, Michelle Roble, is here. And our fire chief, Thomas LaBelle, is here with us. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. And thank you all for your service, including all of the DCXOs who are here with us today as well. Today we gather to celebrate Veterans Day. Truly a special occasion to honor and thank the brave men and women who have served the United States Armed Forces. The importance of this day cannot be overstated. It is an opportunity for us to recognize the sacrifices and contributions made by these individuals in defending our country and protecting our freedoms. Veterans Day is a time to show our appreciation for their service and to remember sacrifices that they have made to ensure our safety and our security. As we commemorate this day, let us take a moment to reflect on the courage, the dedication, and the selflessness of our veterans. They have put their lives on the line to defend our nation, and we owe them a debt of gratitude that will truly never fully be repaid. As someone who served as an Army reservist early in my career, I will tell you that the experience taught me that the importance of sacrifice, discipline, and teamwork is above all. It showed me that there is something much bigger than myself, and that working together we can achieve great things. Serving also gave me a sense of pride and gratitude for those who have sacrificed and served before me and those who continue to serve today. To the veterans who are present today, and to the approximately 50,000 veterans here that reside in Prince William County, I express my sincere gratitude for your service, your bravery, and for your strength. We also want to thank the families of our veterans who have made their sacrifice as well, supporting our veterans and their loved ones throughout their service. On behalf of our community and our government, I want to express my deep appreciation for all the veterans who are here with us today and those who are not, for their invaluable service and for their unwavering commitment to our country. We are forever grateful for all that you have done and continue to do for our nation. At this time, I would like to invite our Chair at Large, Ann Wheeler, to say a few words. Chair.
Good morning. Can you hear me okay? Okay. The microphone seems so far away, but I won't lean in. It's okay. It is an honor to stand here today in the company of heroes, our veterans, service members, spouses, families, and civilian leaders who support our military. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our Board of Supervisors and other elected officials in attendance, and a special thanks to the County Staff and Veterans Commission for planning and coordinating this event. Today, we are gathered at the Freedom Park Memorial, where the names of veterans and heroes are listed on this memorial wall, to observe their many sacrifices and reflect on their many achievements. Many Americans have served in our nation's armed forces. There is no doubt that America's fighting men and women have given much to ensure our great nation stays free. We owe a debt of gratitude to our neighbors who have served, and to all those who were injured, and especially those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Today, members of our armed services are deployed at sea, in the air, and on land, protecting our national interests and ensuring that America's beacon of light continues to shine. Veterans have answered the call to defend our nation time and time again. From the War for Independence, to World War I, to Pearl Harbor, World War II, to Korea, Vietnam, to September 11th, the fight in Afghanistan, to Iraq, the battle against ISIS, and every engagement in between. America's brave daughters and sons have willingly come forward to defend our nation and our beliefs. As I stand here, I am reminded of the sacrifices our veterans have made throughout the years. By leaving their families and friends for long periods of time and serving around the world, we stay safe at home. This day gives us a chance to reflect and honor the veterans for their patriotism, willingness to sacrifice for the greater good, and the defense of a nation tested by war. It also gives us a chance to reflect on the costs and blessings of liberty. And for the military families, it has not been so easy. So we thank those who serve. Let us also remember our heroes on the home front. The nation's military forces could not carry out their duties without the critical support that families and loved ones provide every day. Prince William County is home to a large and vibrant veteran community, and we are all better for it. In addition to their service to our country, veterans also make up significant contributions to our communities. They are our teachers, doctors, lawyers, business leaders, and neighbors. And I will add, they are our elected officials, our staff, our police force, and our first responders and our fire. They volunteer their time and talents to make our communities a better place to live. On this Veterans Day, let us recommit ourselves to supporting our veterans and their families. Let us show them our appreciation for their sacrifice and service. At this time, will Chair of the Veterans Commission, Tim Parrish, and Occoquan Commissioner Nancy Jean Louise please present us with the wreath today in remembrance of all those who serve. I will conclude by saying thank you to those who answered our nation's call to duty, both past and present, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you, Madam Chair. We will now hear from our district supervisor for NEAPSCO, Supervisor Victor Angry, also retired United States Army Command Sergeant Major.
Cool.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Veterans Day. At 11 a.m. on November 11th, 1918, the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the fighting in World War I ended with the Germans signed an armistice agreement with the Allied forces in Champagne, France, to conclude the end of all wars. President Woodrow Wilson recognized the first Armistice Day in 1919 to honor the veterans in World War I. Congress officially recognized Armistice Day in 1926. In 1954, at the urging of the veteran service groups, the U.S. Congress changed the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day to recognize all veterans. President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed legislation on June 1st of that year, officially making November 11th a national holiday. Today, we honor all veterans who selflessly answered the call to defend the country and put their lives on the line for the freedoms we all enjoy. Veterans are ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. They have sacrificed in service to our country, and they have fought to protect our country and maintain our way of life here in the United States. Their service has improved our country in countless ways. Veterans have demonstrated that heroism often goes unnoticed by those who enjoy the security their sacrifices guaranteed. And while we can never repay the debt of these heroes, our gratitude to veterans must last forever. For veterans, the call to serve the country has been important for them as they experience long separation in places far from home, from family and friends. Many veterans miss the birth of their children, holidays, anniversaries, and other important life events. And let us not forget the military spouses who endured frequent moves, accepted interruptions to their careers, and shouldered the responsibility of raising a family alone. Military children deal with these changing schools, missing friends, and sometimes the uncertainty of whether their mothers and fathers will return home. All veterans who raise their right hand to join the fight, whether they have seen war or served in times of peace, have made these sacrifices without asking much in return. The contributions veterans have made are incalculable. So on this Veterans Day and every day, let us take time to remember our past and present veterans and the debt we owe them for the sacrifices they made to contribute to the well-being and prosperity of the United States of America. Let us recognize them. Let us show our utmost respect for them. And let us be grateful to them and their families for their service, their sacrifice, and their dedication to this great country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Supervisor Angry. We're going to have a slight change in program, and I'd like to welcome Colonel Oglesby to come up and provide for a presentation.
Good morning. I am deeply honored and humbled as a veteran to be here today sharing with you this glorious ceremony in honor of my fellow comrades in arms. Today I'm here on a mission as the representative of the Northern Virginia chapter of the Military Order of the World Wars. I'm here to honor another veteran, a patriot, who is here among us today. As such, I will let you know that at the end of World War I, General John J. Pershing, knowing that the Army would be drawing down, turned to his officers and said to them, as you return back to civilian life, I want you to continue to serve. Continue to serve your nation, your community, your constituents, because it is nobler to serve than to be served. And as such, one amongst us here today epitomizes that service. I would like to call forth Supervisor Victor S. Angry, Command Sergeant Major, United States Army, retired. This is a surprise. He did not know this was coming. I will read the citation. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. Know ye that reposing special trust and confidence in the fidelities, abilities, and for espousing the values of the military order of the world wars, Supervisor Victor S. Angry, Command Sergeant Major, United States Army, retired, is hereby appointed as an MOWW Patriot Companion in the Northern Virginia chapter of the Military Order of the World Wars, given under my hand this day, signed Colonel Vince Ogilvie. You got it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Colonel. Another round of applause for the Colonel and for our very own supervisor. We will conclude today's ceremony with the playing of the taps, as we always do. I want to again thank you all for joining us this morning, and for all who are here who are veterans and their families. We want to again provide for a heartfelt thank you and sense of gratitude for your service and for your sacrifice. May God bless you, your families, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.